I couldn't really lead this team.
A lot of guys are getting a lot of opportunities, and guys are flashing each and every single day.
We're going to have mistakes. It's going to happen, but we can't have a lack of effort.
K-Nation, sponsored by 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Tonight on K-Nation, we sit down one-on-one with KU's Devin Neal. We've known he's returning to Lawrence for year 4, but tonight we learn a little bit more about that decision.
And if you didn't get enough of the regular season, well, we've got more basketball for you. Look out, Sports Center. It's our top 10 of K-State basketball plays from the 2023-24 season.
Plus, the work for KU men's basketball doesn't necessarily stop when the games do. We'll tell you about the Hawks' first transfer commit of the 2024 season. I'm Caroline Soro, he's Glenn Kinley, and this is K-Nation. Thanks for joining us.
March is done and dead and maybe not too memorable for our Kansas fans, and Kansas State fans, I should clarify. But let's take a quick second to sum it up, and then, of course, we'll hype up some anticipation for next season. We're already thinking about next season, folks. KU women's basketball, though, played on Monday. Yes, that was this week. It feels like a lifetime ago. The Jayhawks ran into a monster, and you're seeing her on your screen. Talking about USC and freshman Juju Watkins. She went for 28. She's fantastic, and KU's season came to an end in the round of 32. Brandon Schneider, though, post-game asked what Kansas must do to stay competitive in the changing landscape of college athletics.
We have some spots to fill. We'll be aggressive in particular in the portal now in the spring. But I think we're a very attractive place with a lot of opportunities to step in and compete and play right away.
And hey, his team already got good news this offseason. Senior guard Yvette Mayberry will return for year 5 of college hoops. She started all 32 games for KU this past season and averaged 9 points.
So the 2023-24 basketball season has come to a close for K-Nation. KU men's basketball is out before the second weekend for the second straight year. 11 losses is the most in the Bill Self era, and meanwhile, a first-round NIT loss and narrowly above 500 means, well, disappointment for Wildcat men's basketball, too.
Yeah, on the women's side, much to be proud of, but also it feels like a whole lot of what-ifs, as we felt maybe these teams could have done even more in the big dance. The Wildcats' best season of the Jeff Mittie era ends with a round 2 loss to Colorado and a rocky start to Coach Brandon's team's season. That was in non-conference play and early in conference play. Set up that 8-9 seed, which set up a brutal second-round matchup with USC.
And the postseason honors have just about rolled, and Hunter Dickinson earned enough of them to get the consensus title.
Yeah.
The Jayhawk big man is a consensus second-team All-American after averaging just under 18 points and 11 rebounds a game. Now, Kansas fans will await for his big decision on next year.
One more year. Hey, even after being eliminated, basketball coaches cannot sleep, folks. The Jayhawks already busy recruiting and already busy getting the job done. KU has a transfer portal commitment in the form of 6'5" guard Riley Kugel. He's a Florida transfer who picked Kansas today. Comes to Lawrence from the Gators, where he spent 2 years. He scored 9 points per game this past season for the University of Florida. Well, another could be on the way. Lawrence native Zeke Mayo listed KU as one of 4 finalists as he seeks a transfer destination. Mayo's a 6'4" rising senior guard. He scored 18 per game for the South Dakota State Jackrabbits in each of the last 2 seasons. It is the last day of March, and with all of our teams eliminated, we turn focus now to the Diamond. Luckily, plenty there to keep us busy. Games canceled midweek due to weather, but some exciting weekend matchups.
Yes, very exciting. We have 2 nationally ranked programs in Kansas this week, so let's start out with Wildcat baseball. K-State began the weekend with a come-from-behind 14-6 win, boosted by an 8-run second inning. That's why they call them the Batcats. The Longhorns evened the series by posting 21 runs on Friday, and in the rubber match, a little less offense. K-State pulls within 1 on the 8th, but falls 6-3. Here's the good news, though. Chuck Ingram, He's an animal.
He was really good.
Absolutely. 9 for 16 on the weekend, and he's now batting .367 on the year. And an All-American closer, Tyson Neighbors, he's back in action. He made his home debut, striking out 3 and allowing 2 runs in 3 innings yesterday.
Once he gets back up to full health, man, watch out.
He'll be good.
For Jayhawk baseball, a road sweep. KU handles BYU, winning 11-1. A little bit better luck in Utah than the men's basketball team. 4-3, and then 8-5 was the final game's final. Reese Dutton threw 8 innings of 1-run ball on Thursday. Jake English, how about this? 6 for 12 in Provo. KU is now alone in 5th place in the Big 12 standings. By the way, K-State's tied for 2nd.
Ooh, a lot of good baseball. And as for KU softball, racked up the national rankings and climbed into the top 20 on some. A sweep would likely concern you if it was against anyone except the top-ranked Oklahoma
Sooners.
Sooners.
This one, folks.
No, OU just doesn't really lose, having won each of the 3 previous national titles. Oklahoma's #1 in the country and is now 34-1 on the year. So it's one you drop and just move past.
Exactly.
Yes, but the bright spot on the weekend, Campbell Bagshaw's solo shot. You just saw that on Thursday to break up a no-hitter, bottom of the 7th with 2 outs.
Woo.
It was crazy. KU's now 7-5 in conference play.
All right, congrats to the Washburn Rural graduate. Don't go anywhere, folks. More K-Nation on the way. In fact, Wildcat football has 5 new staff members. We'll introduce you to the newest K-Staters and also hear from a longtime Cat who's now in a new role. That's still ahead.
And later on, the real deal Neal joins the show. Devin Neal was this close to calling it a collegiate career, but he changed his mind late last season. We sit down with a growing legend in Lawrence in just about 10 minutes.
Searching for a career in advanced manufacturing or industrial automation? Manhattan Area Technical College's new Industrial Engineering Technology applies science and engineering through theory and hands-on application of skills. Learn more at manhattantech.edu.
Hi, this is Voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you will be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. For 24/7 non-judgmental support, just call, text, or chat 988.
The 27 News Storm Tracker is sponsored by D.L. Smith Electric, bringing your vision to life.
Hi, Clay Sherwood here with Frank and Dean, the CEOs of Cube.
And they want to make sure that you live your best pool life by keeping your pool clear with Pool Life chemicals. Let swims and sweeps keep you cool this summer.
Monday on Today, Kylie Kelsey live here with the Eagles for a giant plaza takeover. How they're honoring a cause close to Kylie and Jason Kelsey's hearts. Monday, only on Today.
It is a nightclub in here.
Next live.
Something's happening to me.
From American Horror Story, Emma Roberts.
Monday at 11 on 27 KSNT. For news on the go, download the 27 News mobile app.
Manhattan Area Technical College will help you build a foundation for your college career, like transferable credits offered in your high school, earning your high school diploma through GED completion on our campus. Break through to a new career. Manhattan Tech, providing higher education.
Well, welcome back. Let's talk football.
Why don't we? Hey, K-State and KU continuing spring practices. We heard from a plethora of players and coaches this past week. Plethora, big word for Glenn.
Hey, there you go.
For the Wildcats, a top task will be replacing consensus All-American Cooper Beebe. The kid is a human Tonka truck. NFL teams are going to be very happy to have him. But actually a handful of impressive 5th and 6th-year O-linemen now going on to play at the next level, which means replacing their ability to block, but also replacing their ability to lead. That was a loud group, a vocal group, an experienced group. So K-State's new offensive coordinator, Connor Riley, asked about what they need from a leadership perspective in his position group, the O-line.
We had that conversation, well, I'm going to lead by example. That kind of comes off, quite honestly, as a little bit selfish, because I'm going to lead by example. Well, then, hell, you're only looking at yourself. But how can you positively impact somebody? And is that in a way of challenging them? Is that in a way of putting your arm around them? Is that in a way of saying, for whatever reason you can't figure this out, me and you are going to go sit down and have a 30-minute extra meeting.
He says guys have certainly began stepping up in that room, and by the way, he says spring is the perfect time for growing pains as the Wildcats continue to kind of build a slightly new offensive identity.
Exciting time for the Cats, though, and K-State is adding to its team with commitments, but we're not talking about players this time. Wildcats announced the addition of 5 new staff members this week.
All right, we're excited to meet him. Nate Katzer leaves an NFL gig with the Washington Commanders to come to Manhattan. Meanwhile, Riley Galpin is an assistant director of on-campus recruiting. And Drew Little, a former K-State O-lineman, will be an offensive analyst, as will Sean McGuire. And the Cats add Lonnie Maddox as an assistant strength and conditioning coach. For more on these 5 hires and where they came from to get to K-State, you can go to our website at ksnt.com. All right, the Jayhawks hard at work, and we're not just talking about the construction crew on the booth. KU football getting fit in spring practice. The group includes some highly anticipated early enrollee freshmen and a transfer tight end, Deshaun Hanukkah. Hayden High, stand up.
Shout out.
Entering year 4 of the Lance Leipold era, well, the standard has absolutely changed within this program. The effort, coach says, is there, but he adds, while that effort and excellence is expected, it will never be assumed.
Days we think it's a given. I think we're gonna regret that because, you know, there's always somebody new. There's always somebody, you know, if you're missing a guy or something happens, you got to make sure that we're emphasizing it and checking off all the little things. Just like we work on fundamentals each and every day, we better keep on the fundamentals of expectations of those small things. But is there a better understanding? Yeah, man, I think there is.
And yes, for those wondering, quarterback Jalen Daniels is putting in work. I witnessed it myself at practice. Quarterbacks coach Jim Zabrowski said it's good to see him throwing again, and he is taking reps, some live, some mental, while he continues to work back to full strength.
All right, we're excited to see him back out on the field.
Yes, very much so. And the full one-on-one interview with KU running back Devin Neal, that's coming your way next. Why his decision wasn't just about himself, but why advice from his coaches wasn't just about KU. A story of unselfishness. Don't go anywhere.
Honey, what are you doing?
What? I just fixed the leaky chimney.
Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney. We fix leaky chimneys properly.
Fidelity State Bank and Trust, Topeka, empowering customers since 1922.
Many of our small business customers are experts at what they do, but there's simply not enough hours in the day for them to be experts in all the financial services that are available to them. We can be that for them, and that's how we do business right here at home.
Fidelity Bank, we do business right here at home.
If you're looking to improve your days, focus on your nights. At the Love My Lebeda mattress sale, flippable pillow plush queen sets start at only $4.79. You'll love our mattress sets with cool gel memory foam now from $5.99 with free delivery or a free bed frame. Experience Talalay latex for amazing tension relief and muscle relaxation, or try an adjustable bed with power base for the ultimate sleep experience. Plus, take 4 years to pay. Find the mattress you'll love at Lebeda Mattress Factory's Love My Lebeda mattress sale.
JML Engraving Manhattan provides quality service you can count on. JML can add that personal touch to your gifts, trophies, and special occasions. JML Engraving, celebrating victories in life.
This week's Pets in Need Spotlight is Dozer. Dozer is a 7-year-old Labrador Pit Bull mix weighing 82 pounds. He's very sweet and gets along with other dogs in his foster home. You can meet Dozer at Helping Hands Humane Society.
Do you have water damage from storms? Give Certified Fireplace and Chimney a call before the damage gets worse. We'll inspect your chimney inside and out. Then we'll make any necessary repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney today.
Welcome back. Devin Neal has really cemented himself as a legend within the walls of the program of Kansas football, but he's not done yet.
No, he's not done. I sat down with the Lawrence native who returns for his 4th and final year with the Jayhawks this season. We talked about that decision, what he hopes to accomplish in 2024, and so much more. So Devin, the million-dollar question is, why'd you want to come back to Lawrence? Just talk to me about what went into that decision and what made you want to come back to this team this season?
Yeah, I mean, there was a plethora of reasons, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I just felt more comfortable coming back and, you know, developing my game. as a whole. I know there's weaknesses to my game, and I just want to continue to improve. And, you know, for the most part also is, you know, I couldn't really leave this team, you know, and there's a special thing going on here, and I believe we have a lot of greatness ahead for us, and, you know, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, so what have maybe conversations with other coaches, mentors, anybody look like during that process that helped you come to that decision?
Yeah, I mean, I've had plenty of conversations with, you know, Coach Leipold and Coach Wallace and Coach K at the time, and also, you know, my family and the people that, you know, represent me as well. And so, you know, I was getting a lot of different opinions from everywhere, but at the end of the day, you know, it came down to a heartfelt decision of, you know, was I comfortable with this or was I comfortable with that? And, you know, obviously I was more comfortable with coming back and, you know, being part of this team and being part of this environment and everything, the city, and, you know, it's all so special, and I love it so much, and, you know, just being a part of it means a lot.
Yeah, now you get to be back here another year, right? Super exciting. But did you test out the draft process at all? Was that kind of, did you test out any part of that, and then you were like, no?
I mean, yeah. I mean, for the most part, you can only go off, you know, he say, she say, you know, and that's kind of the hard part about football, where you can kind of test the waters in sports like basketball, where you can go into the combine process and decide to come back. We don't get that luxury. You can just go off what certain people are saying to you. It's not like you get the interview process with scouts either. And so, you know, it's almost like a shot in the dark almost. So you just have to trust in, you know, who you're talking to and having the right conversation with the right people. And, you know, I thought I did, and I thought I got all the information needed to make a good decision.
Yeah, and you trusted that choice to come back, and here we are. We're sitting here. You mentioned there were a couple things you wanted to work on this season. Maybe what are a few of those things?
Yeah, I mean, I want to continue, you know, getting better in pass protection, of course, and, you know, I want to show the ability to catch the ball more out of the backfield and, you know, line up in the slot and do certain things like that as well. I think those are really important things to show, not only for, you know, this team, but to show for NFL back. Those are the type of things that they're required to do, and, you know, I want to be at the highest level I can be.
Yeah, and do you feel like playing with Coach Jeff Grimes, I know you guys have only kind of been together here for, you know, things have looked a little different since Coach K left, but now that you're under Coach Grimes, do you feel like some of those things are happening the way that you want them to? Does he have you, you know, doing different things differently than you did before the last couple of years?
I mean, I would say so, for sure. For the small amount of time we've had, you know, I think we're still implementing a lot of what he wants in offense, and, you know, I've had completely transparent conversation with him about, you know, things that I need to work on and things I needed to show before, you know, when he first got here, and I was still evaluating the process. So, you know, I'm definitely excited about how he uses running backs. I've seen it in the past. You know, I've done my research and seen what he's done across many different teams that he's been on. So I'm really excited about that, and I think as a whole, as a running back unit too, we're really excited about that too.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that that's something that people talk about when they talk about this Kansas team is the running back room. That's been a topic of conversation for years. How strong do you feel like that is with you coming back? Daniel Highshaw is here, some newcomers, Corey Lachlan back there. What's the ceiling for this group? Yeah,
I mean, I've said it for the last 3 years now. Is, you know, we have a really high ceiling. We can definitely be one of the best in the country. I think we are one of the best in the country already. And, you know, it's just exciting, you know, to have such good depth in a room, and, you know, to be one of the focal points in the offense as well. And so, you know, we don't take that lightly. We feel that pressure, but, you know, for us, it's just another day in the office. And we're, like we said, we're really excited to, you know, just play ball, and just, you know, September can't get here faster. So
absolutely. And what are those things that Coach Grime focuses on? The four? Is it the Fab Four?
Yeah.
The Fab Four.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of an identity piece. You know, playing physical, playing fast, having fun, stuff like that. You know, and just it's just how we want to show what we're like on film. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we kind of need to establish an identity for ourselves, especially when a new coach comes in. And so just to establish that right away, it's really important, and we know what we're kind of striving for.
Absolutely. And Devin, a couple more questions for you, then we'll be done. But just kind of away from the field, what's it like for you to be back here in Lawrence with your family, you know, just for another year, buying more time? I'm sure they were pumped up about that.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, at the end of the day, they weren't really pushing me one way or the other. They were just laying all the facts out there and letting me make my decision on my own. And, you know, I think that was the biggest thing, you know, just type of a relationship that we have. And, you know, I don't take that for granted, and I love my family deeply, and, you know, I'll do anything for them. And so, you know, to spend another year with them is not too bad, definitely. And I'm gonna soak that in for as much as I can, definitely.
Devin, so glad that you get to spend another year here. That's so exciting for you. Have fun the rest of the spring, and thanks so much for joining me here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Well, it's if Devin has not already become a Lawrence legend.
Yeah.
He has the ability to do so this season. He could break a ton of records. He's got his name high up on several all-time lists.
He's climbing up the record books, and he might shatter a few of them. Hey, stick around. More K-Nation after the break. The 10 plays that impressed us most from Wildcat basketball. It's indisputable, without question. Maybe not quite all that, but it's up next.
Hi, I'm Bob Goodall from Kansas Furniture Mart.
Queen Pillow Top mattresses, $233. 8-piece living room groups, $888.
Financing for everyone at the original Kansas Furniture Mart.
Ladyfingers Automotive. Family-owned auto repair with hands that understand your vehicle. Quality repairs done at an affordable cost. When you're in need of service, repair, or towing, remember Ladyfingers Automotive.
Jungle House has moved, and we would love to show you around our new digs. Bring a new friend to school with you that will add life to your dorm room or apartment. We have plans for all. Find us at our new location, 6 East 7th Street, Lawrence, Kansas.
Come on home to West Loop and Manhattan's West Side.
Buy a car with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest. Visit maxmotors.com.
Rockin' K's, rockin' by the bill.
Mr. K's, home of the cookie bake.
Visit some old friends, discover some new. Come home to West Loop and Manhattan's West Side.
Every time I wake up and I look out, I'm in awe. I love it.
It's kind of our staycation. We were extremely pleased with the whole process from the bid through the completion of the project. It's just exceptional quality.
It is. It's beautiful.
You could just tell that they were true professional craftsmen.
Let us help make your dream project become a reality. Call today or visit our website. We are your home remodeling specialist.
Hi, I'm Bob Goodall from Kansas Furniture Mart.
Queen Pillow Top mattresses, $233. 8-piece living room groups, $888.
Financing for everyone at the original Kansas Furniture Mart.
Welcome back to K-Nation. No K-State guest this week. We're mixing it up. Basketball season in the books for the Wildcats, so why not take a look at some of the top plays from this season?
Hey, there's not a better way to celebrate the season than this. And it's not a perfect list, and we limited it to mostly home games since those are the ones that we had cameras at. But here are 10 of the most impressive plays we thought from K-State basketball this season.
There was a lot to choose from.
There was. But coming in at number 10, we start back in non-con play against Chicago State. Cam Carter. So now it's LSU Tiger, but this hoop was too good not to include. Served on a silver platter from Tyler Perry. K-State ends up winning that game 62-65.
And some terrific camera work from our producer, Landon Reinhardt. He sniffed out the alley-oop from a mile away. Let's do number 9 now. It's actually a combo package here. We couldn't decide because Eliza Maupin's so good. You're saying you can't put 2 plays in one?
We can.
We make the rules, all right? Hey, a big-time block from Maupin, and then you saw the receiving end of a little lob there. I believe it was from Serena Sundell. That was in the Sunflower Showdown. Eliza Maupin, by the way, just a sophomore.
She's good, and she's a good sophomore at that. Let's go ahead to number 8. Ayoka Lee sometimes makes it look so easy that her buckets aren't typically highlight reel-esque, but we couldn't leave her out because she's Ayoka Lee.
Yes.
This next one, less of an individual play and more of an all-around performance. She went nuts in this game for 34 points when K-State beat West Virginia in overtime. Keep in mind, she was playing banged up in this one, too. Just crazy efficiency from her from the floor.
Yeah, she was really good. 12 for 17 from the field. She made almost all her free throws. And by the way, 12 rebounds. Not bad. How about another one? K-State and UCF tied in the final seconds. This is number 7. Jalen Glenn on the long pass from Serena Sundell. A last-second heave from the Knights would not go. K-State won this game. Again, that was a last-second bucket with about 2 or 3 seconds on the clock.
She's so good when she needs to
They
be
had
clutch,
you sweating there for that one.
They sure did. I was there. Coming in at number 6, we flash you all the way back to early December. K-State hosting Villanova, and that one needed overtime, down 2 in the final seconds, and Tyler Perry doing what he does best, step back, puts that one in. That one put K-State up, and they would eventually win. Cats went 7-0 in overtime this season.
That was a big-time bucket. Number 5 here, K-State versus Texas. Ziana Walker Third quarter buzzer beater, transition pull-up, and the
She's
stone
hyped.
cold mean mug on the way to the bench. It's horns down in Bramlage Coliseum. K-State won that game, beating 10th ranked Texas 61-58.
Here come the Cats in OT again. They call them the Cardiac Cats.
Uh-oh.
Let me paint this picture for you. K-State down 1, no shot clock. We're in the final 30 seconds. Finisher misses, but Kaluma, top of the key, he's good, and he gets the foul. The Cats end up beating the 9th-ranked Baylor Bears 68-64
That was electric.
in that one.
Tang has still not lost to Scott Drew. Number 3, this one was jaw-dropping. Oh, my goodness. That's freshman to freshman. R.J. Jones to Michaela Buddy Rich. Credit him with a steal and a slam on this one.
Once.
He takes it out of the defender's hand on the alley-oop and then throws it down. Just sensational. And if I didn't mention, he's just a freshman. More from Buddy Rich in a second. That's what you call a team.
Ah, there you go. Number 2, though, first NCAA tournament in Manhattan, Kansas. Here's Serena Sundell, 500 IQ play, by the way. She inbounds it off the defender's back, in case you missed that, to beat the buzzer and give K-State the lead. Going into halftime, we're looking at it in slow-mo here. Ooh. Not only did she make the bucket, but she was fouled. Buffs ended up winning, but we had to put that one in. It was too good.
It was awesome.
Too good.
Hey, at number 1, more Buddy Rich. Wildcat fans obsessed with the guy because he can do this.
Goodness.
This is an inbounds pass that he threw. He jumps from behind the basket. One hand grabs it, slams it, and then just looks at the defender like, hey, get out of my way next time.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what you call a poster. Again, off the inbounds pass. Buddy Rich makes up 2 of our top 10. If you're a Jayhawk fan watching this, do not worry. We had Devin Neal this week. We had to prioritize that. But we'll have the KU basketball top plays coming to a K-Nation near you soon.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Car wrecks don't just happen from 9 to 5. If you're in a wreck, we're available 24/7.
Don't wait until tomorrow to get the help you need now. In a wreck, need a check?
Patterson Legal is the way to go. Call 431-0000.
Batter up at Play It Again Sports. We offer an extensive selection of new and used baseball and softball equipment from Wilson, Easton, Rawlings, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, String King, Dudley, Mizuno, Marucci, and Nakona. We have custom uniforms. Try before you buy with our indoor batting cage. Bring in your quality used gear to save even more by trading in and trading up or get cash on the spot. We are buying all day, every day. Play It Again Sports, 21st and Fairlawn in the Fairlawn Plaza Mall.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I know I need a lawyer, but all these attorneys look the same. Which one should I choose?
Choose Mike. After I got hurt in a car wreck, I did the research. Mike's team has represented thousands of people and has hundreds of 5-star reviews.
I looked him up, and I couldn't believe how much money his law firm has gotten for their clients.
Mike's team ended up getting me $100,000.
Mike's got this.
I'm confident my law firm is the right one for you. Call me. I've got this.
Call 785-444-4444.
On the next Fox 43 AM Live, learn how you can support the arts in Kansas with the Lawrence Arts Center.
Plus, don't miss your Book of the Week with the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library. Join us Monday morning at 9.
It is a nightclub in here.
Next live.
Something's happening to me.
From American Horror Story, Emma Roberts.
Monday at 11 on 27 KSNT.
Big truck accidents have resulted in big money for our clients.
In a wreck, need a check? Call us today.
Patterson Legal is the way to go. Call 431-0000.
Hey, welcome back to K-Nation. Let's put some closing thoughts on basketball season before we go home for the night. If a 4 seed and a second-round exit in the Big Dance is a horrible, no good, very bad year, that's a pretty good program.
Yeah, things are going okay for you if that's your history mark. But for K-State, too, lost a couple really good guys, and Quez Glover and, of course, Naquan Tomlin there towards the beginning of the year. And only year 2 under Tang.
And still won a lot of games in the Big 12. They're still building. Women's basketball was super exciting this year. It was fun to see. I think people in Kansas really get behind women's basketball.
Especially at the NCAA tournament games in Manhattan, sold-out games.
K-State was as high as number 2 in the country. Of course, they're waiting on a big decision from Ayoka Lee. There's a big man in Lawrence named Hunter Dickinson. We're kind of waiting to see what he does. So as we know more, you'll know more right here on K-Nation.
Yes, a lot to look forward to, but a lot up in the air, too.
Thanks for watching K-Nation.
Have a great night.
Our goals
goals will always be to compete for a Big 12 championship and advance in the NCAA tournament.
Lead by example, well then hell, you're only looking at yourself, but how can you positively impact somebody? And is that in a way of challenging them?